So in today's video, I'll unbox and set up the DYMO LabelWriter 5XL. And if you're looking to buy one of these or labels for this machine, I'll leave a link right below the video, so feel free to check that out. So I've opened the box up. Let's see what's inside. The first thing you'll find is the machine itself. There's a quick start guide, a power cable for the power adapter, and a USB cable, a small roll of starter labels. This probably won't last you very long, and as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I'll leave links to full rolls right below the video, so feel free to check that out. And last but not least, the power adapter. So I've removed the printer from its outer plastic packaging, and let's remove some of the protective film on it. And there's this large piece all the way up here. Peel that off, and there's one more piece of prep plastic to remove. I'm going to open the cover and remove this piece of plastic, and also remove this piece of foam back here. I'm going to lift the spool holder and remove this label on the bottom, and then I'm going to temporarily replace the spool holder. And let's close the lid. And let's now connect the power cable to the power adapter. I'm going to plug the power cable into the port on the power adapter, and then I'll plug the cable from the power adapter into the port on the back of the printer. Now you don't want to plug this in just yet to a power outlet. We have a few more setup steps to complete on the computer before we can do that, so let's go do that. So I'm going to show you how to set this up using a Mac, and to do this I'm going to open up a browser window. I'm using Chrome, but you can use any browser you choose to use, and I'm going to type in support.dymo.com and then hit enter, and this brings you to the support center. And we're going to click on the link up top that says driver and software downloads. Click on that, and then we're going to click on that first tab which says latest software and drivers for all label writers and label manager. Let's click on that, and then I'm going to select the Mac option and click download, and you'll notice that the download is occurring in the top right hand corner. Give it a few seconds, and once that's done, I'm going to double click on that downloaded file to open it up. This opens up the installer, and I'm going to click continue, and it wants you to agree to all their terms and conditions. I'm going to click continue again, and then click agree, and then click install. It then wants you to enter your computer's local password. I'm going to enter that, and then click install software, and it begins installing it. And then there's this little pop-up that says that dymo.webapi.mac.host wants to access control or terminal. I'm going to click allow, and then it lets me know on the next window that the installation was successful. I'm going to click close, and then click move to trash. We don't need this installer anymore. And if we go into our app drawer on the bottom left hand corner, I can find the DYMO Connect app. Click on that, and once it begins to open, it lets me know that DYMO Connect is trying to install a new helper tool. So I'm going to type my local computer password and then click install helper, and then it asks whether I'd like to allow DYMO Connect to find devices on local networks. I'm going to click allow, and it also asks whether I'd like DYMO Connect to use Bluetooth. I can let it do that. I'm going to click allow again, and on another window right behind it, it says DYMO Connect would like to use a new driver extension. I'm going to click OK, and that's pretty much it. The software is now installed and ready to use. We're then going to connect the provided USB cable to the printer, and there's a label down there that reminds us that we need to install our software before plugging in our USB cable. So let's remove that label. I'm going to peel it off. And that label was covering the RJ45 port and the USB port. This printer can be connected to your network and used like a network printer as well. In our case, we're going to use it as a desktop printer, so we're going to use the USB cable to hook it up. So we're going to plug the USB-B end into the printer, and we're going to plug the other end into our computer. And before you do that, you want to remove this protective label that covers the USB port. Now, if you're like me and have a newer Mac desktop or laptop, you're going to have to plug the device into a USB hub like this one, because it's highly likely you won't have a USB-A port. So you'll need a USB-A to USB-C hub. And if you're looking to buy one of these hubs, I'll leave a link right below the video. Next, we're going to plug the printer's power adapter into a power outlet. And it's now time to install the starter label roll. Let's open up the top cover. And I'm going to pull out the spool holder, and then let's peel off the pieces of tape on the starter roll. And I'm going to remove the alignment bracket from the spool holder. And to do that, you're just going to gently wiggle it till it comes off. And now we're going to install the roll into the spool holder, and we're going to install it such that the label itself is on the bottom, kind of unspools through the bottom, like this. And let's replace the spool alignment bracket by wiggling it onto the shaft and locking it into place. There we go. And then I'm going to place the entire spool holder assembly into the spool brackets. And then I'm going to slide the label roll through the slot on the inside and then push the label guide into place. And then let's close the lid. And then we're going to press the power button to power it on. And you'll see that LED light up. Now, once I've powered on the printer and plugged in the USB cable, you'll notice on the bottom left-hand corner, the DYMO LabelWriter 5XL shows up as connected, which is great. And it's even recognized the extra large shipping labels that are installed in it. So I'm just going to type up a very simple label so I can print it out. Just going to type the word review lamp, and I'm going to stretch that out. I'm just going to use this as a test print and then press the forward feed button. And as you can see, once I press that button, the label feeds through the printer. And once you're ready, click the print button and our label then prints out. And to remove it from the printer, I'm going to tear it off. And there you go. That's your 4x6 label printed perfectly. And folks, this pretty much completes the unboxing and setup of the DYMO LabelWriter 5XL. As I mentioned earlier, I'll leave links to this unit and labels for this unit in the description below this video, so feel free to check that out. Hope this was useful. If it was, please give this video a big thumbs up, and please also consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.